I'm back with another makeup video, and today's video is a review. I haven't done one of these for a long time, so I'm very excited to be doing a dupe comparison video. So if you'd like to see it, keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to be reviewing or comparing two palettes, and these are the Models Prefer gift palettes, and these retail for $10 at Priceline. Now these are supposed to be a comparison or a dupe to Urban Decay's Naked palette, so we're going to test that today and go through some of the colours, and I'll give you my recommendations at the end. So first we're going to open up the new palette, which is supposed to be the most comparable. And this is what it looks like. It comes in a tin case, very similar to what you would see on the Naked 2 or 3 palettes. And when you open it up, there's a nice full-size mirror like you would see on the palettes as well, and there's a range of really pretty shades. So we've got Bare, which is the light vanilla colour, Naked, very similar to the Naked palettes Naked, Afterglow, which is a pretty pink, Flushed, Nude, Glow, Taupe, Golden, which is a beautiful kind of comparison to that gold that is in the, I think it's Half Baked, in the Naked palette, Rich, Burnished, Hazel, and Cocoa. So really beautiful shades. Some of these vary to whether or not they're in the Naked palette, but very similar colours do exist. Now it also does come with a double-ended brush like it did in one of the palettes, I believe. So it's got a nice fluffy bone brush and a little shader brush. Now these are duo fibre. I really like this brush. I think that the palette for $10 would be worth it alone just for this brush. So it's a really nice handy little brush to have. It doesn't show, it's really good. So yeah, I like that about the palette. And in terms of the colours, there's probably about 2 matte shades in this palette. I would say that that is Bare, which is that nice light vanilla colour, and Cocoa. Everything else has some degree of shimmer in it. They're either like a sheen finish or like a full on like glittery finish. The fallout with these is a bit of an issue because the eyeshadows aren't as good a quality as I would say than Urban Decay Naked palette. There is a little bit of fallout, but I use these with a primer and they do stick a little bit better, so I would recommend that. But I'll show you a couple of my favourite colours. I'll swatch Golden for you, Taupe, and let's see, Hazel. So the next palette is the Day to Night palette, and I really like this palette. I'd say more out of the two. So this is what it looks like, exactly the same. It's slightly darker, the tin. When you open it up, it does have the same full-size mirror. And the colours, I would say, are quite a bit different to the Naked palette. There's a lot more deeper, richer colours in here that, again, would be used for the Day to Night kind of look. So the colours here are
Deadline, Voicemail, Overtime, Workaholic, Co-worker, Overachiever, Coffee Break, After Hours, Hot Date, Happy Hour, Downtime, and Nighttime.
So I really like the names of these shadows. I feel like they're very relevant to kind of what, like transitioning from the day kind of colours to the night colours, and they've got kind of work related themes. I think that's cute. Again, it has the same dual-ended brush. I really like the Overachiever, Coffee Break, and what's the other one? Overtime. They're really pretty shimmery shades. They're very rich in pigment, I'd say. I actually think that these colours for some reason tend to be a bit more pigmented, maybe because they're darker, but pigmented than the other palette. I do own the Naked palette, and comparing these palettes, obviously the quality isn't going to be exactly the same. You do spend a premium on Urban Decay shadows for a reason, but if you're looking for a kind of lower end alternative, I still think these are great. Of the two palettes, I would definitely get the Day to Night because the colours aren't exactly the same. You do get a bit of a difference with those. If you already own the Naked palette, I would say that this would be worth investing in. The shadows are pretty good quality, I feel, and for $10 I don't think you can go wrong. You get a double-ended brush in here, which is worth, I think, $10 by itself. If you live in Australia, that's how much we would pay for brushes, and you get a full range of eyeshadows as well. So that was my overall review of the palettes. I would recommend them. And if you have any comments, if you've tried these palettes out, please let me know down below. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!